In our previous class, we had seen how to create this REST connection in our Oracle integration instance using OCI Signature version 1 security policy in order to connect to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure resources over REST over HTTPS protocol. In order to create this connection, we had generated the API key, we had generated the fingerprint, and we had got all those details from the OCI. Then we had configured this connection. Now, if you ask me, if there is any easy method in which we don't have to generate the API key or we have to populate all those details, and also we can connect to OCI REST APIs very easily. Yes, there is a security policy, and the security policy is called as OCI Service Invocation. I will select this OCI Service Invocation from the security policy. The moment I select this option, I don't see any other properties which I need to populate in this connection. So this is very easy. We don't have to worry about generating the API key pair and fingerprint and other details. We have to just use this OCI service invocation and just click on test and save. You can just click on test and save and your configuration will be 100% completed. That's it we have to do over here. And apart from security policy, this is usual with any REST API that we have to provide the connection URL at the base URL over here in the connection type. Now we will have a quick look on the documentation by Oracle in order to see just setting OCI service connection in the security policy is sufficient or we need to do something else as well in the OCI console. Now let's have a walkthrough on the OCI documentation. I'm here in the official documentation page that is for using REST adapter with Oracle Integration 3. From the table of content, you can go to create a REST adapter connection and then prerequisites for creating a connection. Now I will scroll down quickly over here and you have to come to this RPST and OCI Service Invocation Security Policy. So this is the security policy which we had selected in our connection. Now what Oracle is saying is, just setting this OCI service connection is not sufficient. We have to go to identity and security and then we have to go to Oracle Cloud Services. Then we have to get the client ID for our integration instance and then we have to create a dynamic group. So we'll quickly do all these things and we'll proceed. I have logged into my OCI tenancy over here. Let me click on navigation menu and then we have to go to identity and security. From here we can click on the domains. You have to select the appropriate domain which is linked with your Oracle integration instance. In my case, the default domain is the one which is linked with my integration instance. Suppose if your integration instances are linked with couple of domains, like for dev one domain, production one domain, SIT, you have to click appropriate domains. Click on this. We have to go to Oracle Cloud Services. From the list of services, you have to select the integration cloud service URL for which you want to add this OCI service invocation security policy. Click on this. Once you are into your integration instance, switch over to the auth configuration. Just scroll down over here and you will locate this client ID. Just you have to copy this client ID from here and copy in a notepad. I will paste over here in the notepad like this. So this is what Oracle is saying. Go to Oracle Cloud Services. You have to go to your integration instance and then get the client ID for your integration instance. Next, we have to create a dynamic group. We can name anything for our dynamic group. Just we have to tell matching rule is something like this. Click the dynamic groups over here. So we have to click on create a dynamic group and I will tell over here, I want to create for OIC and OCI service invocation purpose, this group. I can name something like this. So here what we can do is we can copy paste the rule from here, that is this one, and paste it over here. In the client ID, we have to provide the client ID which we copied in our notepad, that I will paste it over here. Rest of the things I will keep default. Click on create. Our dynamic group has been created successfully. Done. Let me copy the dynamic group name to the notepad. Done. Let us go back to the documentation. So we have successfully created the dynamic group. Next, we have to create a policy that is to allow this dynamic group to manage all the resources. So like this, we can allow the dynamic group to talk to any of the resources in the following compartment. We can give at the tenancy level as well, or we can restrict at the compartment level. Let me copy my dynamic group and I will paste it over here. Done. To manage all the resources in the compartment. So let me give the compartment name. I will switch over to the compartment. I want to give access for this dynamic group, that is to access to all the resources in this compartment. Let me copy this policy and we will switch over to the policies over here. Once you are in the policies dashboard page, we can make use of existing policy or you can create a new one. I will make use of existing policy over here. Go over to the statements and click on edit policy statement. I will click on additional rule over here, position 2, and I will paste my statement over here. You can click on save the changes and your policy statement will be added successfully. I will click on save changes. After this, we don't have anything else to do. Our OCI Service Invocation Security policy will work seamlessly in our integration. Let me head over to the integration now. So here is the simple integration which is making use of the connection for which we have configured OCI Service Invocation Security policy. So this API will just get the object from our object storage in our OCI tenancy. I will quickly have a demo. Click on run in order to see our OCI Service Invocation policy is working or not. I will quickly populate the bucket name, object name over here and the tenancy name. Click on run. So this is basically a PDF file which we have to get in the response. So here if you see, we are getting a PDF file as a binary file in the response we are getting from this integration. So in detail, we had explained how we have exposed this integration. So like this, using the OCI Service Invocation Security policy, we don't have to generate the API key pair in our OCI console. Just with few admin level configurations like dynamic group and the policy, we will be seamlessly able to connect to REST APIs for our Oracle Cloud infrastructure. Only drawback with this is both integration and the OCI resources should be residing in the same Oracle Cloud. Suppose if you have provisioned your resources in the different Oracle Cloud instance, then you cannot make use of this feature. In that case, you have to go to the REST API using OCI Signature version 1.